Hello and welcome, I'm Peasant, and for you today I'm going to be taking on Prussia 4 with Lightning and River. So it's the first time I've done this matchup for quite a while, probably over 100 games ago. Thanks Johan for asking the question about how to play at higher difficulty, and couldn't really give you any particularly concrete. Well, I gave you some concrete, but it wasn't useful concrete, it was kind of obvious concrete. So yeah, so we've got a sand build here, and this isn't the worst possible scenario. It's tempting to try and prevent a city build here, but I by making lightning make river fast, etc. But I don't think that's necessary. I think it's probably better to go with a fairly straightforward approach. So I think what I'm going to do is probably push the town that's built in here. Yeah, I think that's right. And I will just go via here to get the sacred site in there, and then go in here. So this is a bit of an odd tile for river as well. I don't generally think about the tiles too much. I'd like it if there was a random placement. I don't tend to use D because it's a bit of an odd tile. I like D, but it's when I'm recording it can be a bit of a headache. Okay, so we want to think about where we place our next sacred site. And I think in here is okay. It means that this, apart from this, the thing is it lets this land out. It does have a single Dahan in. We're not against Sweden, meaning that this Dahan is safe. It's not going to get convinced to become a town. And I can just destroy any towns that are built in there if I use Shattered Homestead. So maybe I can leave that without any extra supervision. Maybe. I just need to remember that any Prussia builds don't go in there. So I think maybe I will go into this sands here. I'll go energy track, and you just go with just going to go with the one play this turn. It's a this feels like a pretty standard kind of opening. It's pretty standard. Won't use it in the fast phase though. I mean, I could do it to prevent the city build here, but I don't think that's the right way of doing it. Because with this combo, we're not too worried about city builds, in theory anyway. In theory. Alright, so we're going to be washing these away. This land is gonna get good. So I might rescue these Dahan because I'm pretty sentimental when it comes to my Dahan. I mean, there is to prevent this cascade. I'm going to go with this one. So hopefully I'll probably destroy them in the fast phase next turn, or destroy this town here in the desert with my sacred site. And then I think I'll wash away. Oh, there's a jungle build. I kind of want a kind of coastal deathland to push everyone into for the sake of this tier 3 innate, which hopefully I'll get to soon. It's going to be one of these lands, probably this one. This has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This has all the adjacencies, so I'm going to aim for this land. However, these would have to go via this land, which is about to build, so that's not really ideal. So I think what I'll do, I could also prevent this build in here. That's is that the best thing I can? That's the best thing. Oh, or in here. This build is inland. I tend to like clearing the inland. It always feels very satisfying. I think it can mean you got less explorers to deal with, or fewer explorers. Or I could prevent this one in here. This is kind of in lightning sphere of influence, so I can deal with it fairly easily with shatter homesteads. So I think I will. Can't even remember. Is it push or is it drought or is it? It is push. Can't remember. What am I doing? The other optimal alternative is actually to maybe start pushing towards this coast for this to be a coastal deathland, but I actually think one might be enough. Especially given that lightning has got it, so it's pretty powerful when it comes to. There's no slouch when it comes to destroying stuff. It doesn't just. So this is a kind of slightly temporary measure, but it will prevent a city build. Well, it'll prevent a ravage. Sorry, not a city build. What am I talking about? Okay, so we're going to rescue these Dahan. It's going to be you gotta. I do sometimes have to let the Dahan die, but in this case, we're going to be rescuing. Oh yeah, we've only got one option. I'll stop trying to think about options I don't have, and we'll rescue both of those. So we're letting this land in here go. Okay, so back to the growth phase. So far, so standard. So I think I'm going to go with the double and reclaim, almost certainly. We'll have flash floods. I hadn't even thought about those flash floods. We could just use that to destroy this town here. Or even to destroy this town here, preventing a city build. Which is kind of, it's okay. It's acceptable. This is the turn where we're going to boon of vigor lightning. So lightning's going to probably just play all 3 cards. Again, we're very much in standard opening territory, but our time of the energy track is over. Now we're all about plays. So if we play all 3 of these, we will have a town destruction. We've got this town that would be nice to destroy before they ravage this turn, and this one I'm just going to let go. We could also make something that River does fast. In that case, it's going to be their innate. So we've got a fast town push as well, which is actually pretty good. We can prevent a city building there. Now, where do I put Lightning's next presence? So we've got this kind of area here that's just not really got any, ranging in there. And where are we? So aside from here, this map's pretty well covered. Maybe I could put a presence in there just to maybe cover that, or do I want to? I mean, I'm going to be harbingers of lightninging this turn. Would be nice to actually push some Dahan into this land this turn, so that the Ravage, they'll clear this Explorer. I mean, maybe that's a bit of a luxury. Actually, yeah. So I think heading up in this direction, for the sake of maybe placing a sacred site in here or something, might be useful. So I'm going to place in this land here, because this land we have decided, well, I've decided, is going to be, we're just going to let it go. So it's going to chill out. We play all 3 so we get the Thundering Destruction, which we'll probably use here. We will use that. We've also got Raging Storm. It's a bit weird. I've not thought about that. We might just use that as a very expensive way to prevent a build. A very expensive way. So there's any targets where we can really hit more than one thing. Yeah, I think preventing the build's probably the good way of doing it. All right, so River. We're gonna go with, I think the flash floods here feels pretty nice. We've got no lone coastal explorers that are another kind of nice target. So okay, we're gonna go with placing more presence. So I can get, if I go via here, I can go to here, have a sacred site in here, which is pretty good. Is it pretty good? Yeah, because then we could push into probably this land, which I think is going to become our coastal death land. And again, we're going to avoid this desert, because that desert's going to get upset with us. So we could play either Wash or Bounty. I think Wash is very powerful, and I could do Wash fast. I could do some very quick washing if I reclaim Wash instead of Bounty. I think Bounty is going to be good, just to have a little bit more energy, such as anything else. Do we have a good piece of quick washing? I mean, we could prevent a city build here if we had the range. We don't have the range. Unless I sacrifice a presence in here to get over there. Nah, I think I just let that go. That's fine. That's fine. So I think we will stick with Bounty there. We could even prevent this city build too. Oh, we're preventing that anyway. Yeah. This is fine. So we're going to play all. So I think you can actually just play 2 here. We're going to Vigor to give Lightning some energy. You can actually just play 2 here, actually thinking about this. The advantage of playing 2 is that you then get your innate again. I'm wondering whether actually I could have a fast River Bounty to counterattack it here. I don't know if that matters. Except I can't, because River's Bounty needs River. Yes. So there is an advantage to not playing all of them. And it's basically that I could keep pressing down these tracks and still be using my innate. Because the tier 2 of this innate is kind of oddly not that useful, really. Though doing it fast, on the other hand, is pretty useful. We can do something about this. Yeah, so already we've got a lot more power than we would have thought. So Boon of Vigor on Lightning. I like to do the things that don't require any thought first. And Lightning Storm, do that. And Okay, so we've got oh, we can use our harbingers anyway to. And we've got this town to destroy. I think that's just a nice thing to do. Everyone loves destroying towns. Harbingers. We haven't generated any fair cards yet. We've been pretty good at preventing builds, but at some point Prussia will start doing some stuff. We could push this. Yeah, let's just push that town in there. I kind of was thinking about maybe getting the extra fear from harbingers. I don't think it's going to come down to being one of those one fear kind of games, so I'm just going to go with here to clear that land. Then we've got Raging Storm, the most expensive build prevention ever, which we can use in here. We could use... Yeah, let's prevent that build in there, especially as it's in with the Blight. And Flash Floods we can do in here to prevent the city build. And this is going to be a city in here, but we'll cope. Oh, and then we've actually got this, which is 2 damage and a push. Oh, I could actually have... Correctly, here's the thing when you play a slightly unfamiliar pairing. Oh, we could actually do this. We could actually use flooding in here. Destroy that. Okay, so there was a target. So this is the thing. This is why I find multi-spirit so challenging, is because often you are so much more powerful than as a solo spirit, but it's just teasing out the details. All right, which can not always that straightforward. These guys aren't really doing anything. I like to try and bring my Johan in to centralize them if I can. These Johan aren't really doing anything either, so maybe I could bring them over here. Thinking about this River's Bounty decision. We've actually got flash flooding to do. Let's just destroy this town. Let's just destroy that town. Yeah, this is our coastal deathland, so we'll let that get very built up. And I think I'll bring these Johan in. I mean, this could have been a good place as well. Okay, so we do have a blight did go down. Sand and wetland explore, huh? That's a lot of exploring you got there, Prussia. Okay, so we're at we have no cards. What's the Ravage look like this turn? We actually kind of have a turn off caring about Ravages, which is all right, because we just got this one down here. Now, why am I even thinking about this? Because I might want to just place double presence this turn, have a turn off. But the trouble is that the sand wetland turn off. We can't really take a turn off. Well, could we? The thing with River is that they've got this reclaim 1 spot, so they actually kind of can they can just take a turn off. I think so much more easily because they can both gain a power and reclaim 1, so they're always in a good spot to skip their reclaim. I think I'm tempted to do that. Getting up to 4 plays is crucial because that's when you can start using massive flooding at tier 3. That's pretty crucial piece of the puzzle. Yeah, I don't think anyone can afford to truly skip a turn this turn. I'll probably pick up Wash Away if I can, because it's going to help with these kind of town plus explorer kind of situations. So I think we'll have a look at our miner first. Okay, we don't have perfect elements. Water is the most important one for us. Water, then air, then sun, and then mountain. So a defend card is pretty great for us though, because we're going to be moving stuff around. We're unlikely to have the defend 5. The range, the extra range. This is nice as well because it doesn't cost anything. I think this is a good pick. Resilience is a great defend card too, though. Actually, thinking about it, and we can use it as fast blight removal. But it doesn't. We're not like to use it to get our innate. So that's by picking Nature's Resilience over Sap. I mean, I guess the thing with River is you can actually just use your innates, your start cards to make this. So maybe I don't care too much about that, because Nature's Resilience is pretty amazing. Because removing blight in the fast phase just means that these like big horrible lands are actually just not a big deal anymore. By picking this turn, this won't do anything for me this turn, but nor will this. That's another consideration. In fact, none of these will really do anything for me this turn. Yeah. I actually think I will go resilience here, even though it's off-brand. Yeah, I'm gonna do it, and I get that fourth action. Sorry, fourth. It's fourth action. Oh, crikey. And we're going to be heading towards this wetland because then that gives us a nice bit of coastal presence. Oh yeah, and if I go in here, then at least someone has got adjacency in there. So I've got the recall. Probably Boon of Vigor is the thing to take if lightning has a big turn. Actually, don't want to make that decision just yet. So let's see what lightning's doing. So there's this ravage here, but we can't really do anything about that, I don't think. Reclaim. We do want to reclaim. I think generally you want to avoid reclaiming as much as possible in this game, but with this particular setup, reclaiming is kind of okay because you've just got such a great play struck. Though that said, do I want to just play, get down to 5, get to 5 action, sneak that in? Okay, what does it look like if we just let everything go? I mean, River's not even doing much this turn. What does it even look like? I think we have to. We need the reclaim because we've almost got as many plays as we have cards. So yeah, I think we do reclaim. But I think there could well have been a world where I didn't reclaim. So we're going to have Lightning's Boon as something to use potentially. So I think with River, would like to reclaim. Probably Boon of Vigor or Wash. Because Wash Away does just solve one of the... I mean, there's going to be 8 lands that kind of need a solution. That's a lot of lands. Yeah, I think we'll go Boon of Vigor. I think River's probably going to reclaim at the end of next turn. And we'll go reclaim with Lightning, and let's just hope for good elements. Ooh, Quicken the Earth Struggles. That's it's a great card. Obviously, Elemental Boon is whatever elements I like. It's a power card. It's an amazing card. I can even use it to kind of accelerate lightning, to kind of accelerate River to do their innate a turn where they wouldn't be able to do it. So this is super powerful, but we're early enough that we don't know what our majors are, or we might not even pick any majors. So do I have any immediate? Obviously, I don't have any immediate use for Quicken. This does have the fire on that we like. This has perfect elements. Actually, thinking about it. The thing is, with Lightning, the reason this is kind of cool with Lightning is that we can actually just make a Sacred Site somewhere, and then we can plonk Defend 10 on it. And we can even push some Johan in there for a counterattack. Against Prussia, that's actually really valuable. I mean, these are both very good. I mean, this is the rare situation where this is something you might want, really. So I think I could even, like this problem land here, I could just plonk down in there with Quicken. I'm going to take Quicken. It feels like a fine decision. Well done, peasant. Okay, so I think we Boon of Vigor, and there's no reason to Nature's Resilience, so it's a bit sad for River having a bit of a turn off. But with Lightning here, I think we definitely want to be playing some cards, I suppose. We could go with the Harbingers this turn because it will gain us an energy with Boon of Vigor in the game. And Lightning's Boon has no acceleration benefit, so we could use the Raging Storm this turn. And that gets us our town destruction, which we'll do in the slow phase. Just in one of the areas that's a bit of a problem area. The trouble with doing this is that next turn is a bit of a weird turn. And that's this is kind of slightly horrible turn. We've got the Ravage. I mean, the thing is, next turn, though, we can actually do this double presence placement and use Quicken to defend in this area, which is kind of horrible. and the up, but, if we claim with river next turn, we'll have that. Stop splashing around, peasant. We'll have the 3 energy we need to go wash, flash, river's boon, and actually use our innate, and we'll be able to use it in the fast phase. So I think this is okay. A bit of a quiet turn for river, but river should do some pretty good stuff next turn. Might even be able to just clear this particular land. The planning. I've gone into the plan tank. The plan tank. No, not the plan tank. We can't actually target this just yet with my innate. I've just realised, and we don't have any particularly built-up lands either. So, okay. I think this is still acceptable. This is acceptable. I can play more cards river, but I'm not going to. Okay, so we have. So I am going to push some Johan into here. Let's push these. Some from here. This is just for the fight back. So this is a bit of a change to the plan. Initially, there was the idea that that this would be where River did their river business, but it looks like that's not happening now. Okay, so Boon of Vigor, of course. And then we've got this, which I'll probably do in the slow phase. What do you think about this way? So these are both going to be builds. This one's got the Blight in already, so that's probably a higher tier pick. We're going to solve this next turn. So we're going to, so I'm going to do this in here next turn. Maybe I could do Shatter Homesteads in here as well. And then we've got Raging Storm, which we could just use to prevent a build, actually. So again, very expensive way to kill a single explorer, but we can't actually get up here with Lightning's abilities, I don't think. 2 range from a sacred site. Actually, there's we can't get there, Jim. Can he do it? So I'm going to stop thinking about trying to go up there then. Yep. So we'll use Shatter Homesteads here. No, we've got to use Raging Storm for something. This is going to be a nice big defend, but that's next turn. Could kill a couple of explorers in there. We can only. We can destroy the towns that are built here and here. No builds that we can prevent otherwise. So I'll prevent that build, and then we'll destroy towns in the slow phase. Okay, it's a deal. So we did get that blight there, but that was planned. Okay, Prussia's adding their people. So I think keeping it coastal is good. So these are about to jump over. It does confuse me a little bit. I'm going to put these in the mountain as well. So mountain on both boards. And we have town destruction to do. So we're going to destroy this town. And then just another town. It doesn't really matter where I destroy this other town. I suppose actually there's this ravage here. That's a reasonable town to destroy. It's funny, I just looked at deserts. I didn't even look at wetlands. Just like, no, I'm not even going to contemplate this wetland nonsense. Not even going to contemplate it. Yeah, so we'll do that. That's kind of solves that problem a little bit. Okay, so I think River is going to reclaim this turn. And we're going to go with doing innate things. So that we're probably not going to... Yes, we're going to gain a minor power again. We don't have the energy for... Oh, Gift of Power. This is something you really want to see in this particular kind of matchup, because Lightning really suffers for having loads of plays and hardly any cards. This is almost certainly what I'm going to pick. You can make a case for growth. You can make a case for any of these, but I'm going to go with Gift of Power. Has the water, has the mountain. It's just perfect to help Lightning be a little less awkward. Okay, so we need the trouble with this. We do need 3, so we'll probably substitute for Wash Away from our opening hand. So this would be our opening hand. I'm just going to take Wash Away out and use Gift of Power instead. So we do have our innate there. I might change. I might not go with the innate, but I think that's almost certainly what I'm going with. because we can do it fast as well, which means that we can clear, say, this land. And we can do it fast because of Lightning's Boon. So I'm going to go with the initial plan, which was to make a sacred site in here and then defend it using Quicken, because this is the downside. 0 range with a sacred site. That's the targeting. That's the reason it's only costs 1, yet is defend 10. It's obviously not the thematic reason, but and actually thinking about it, I could go up here. You know, I could defend in there. And that would clear interior and defend River's presence. But, yeah, there's going to be a lot of blight going down this turn. River could clear this themselves, though. It's funny, whenever you get the tier 3 on the innate, I really start missing this push ability. It's like, what? What's going on? Why are you missing that? It's a piddling little ability. So we could either go with here, defending this spot, and these Dahan. Or actually, thinking about it, we could even River's Bounty to drag more Dahan into there. So there's 3, 4, 5, 7 damage. They'll kill 3 Dahan, but then 3 Dahan will fight back, clearing all the cities. So it's a bit of a bloodbath, and I'm sorry, but I think that might be better. And then we can just clear in there. Yeah, I think that is better. So thanks, Dahan. I think that's what I'm going to do. It's a little bit bloody. So I can do that in the fast because I'm going to have Lightning's Boon. So yeah, I'm going to go with this to kind of keep the blight levels on the island fairly low. And we're going to go with plays because we can. Okay, the other thing to think about is wash away. Actually, it's not. There are still decisions to be made. You don't get out of it that easily because we could. Gift of Power is great. Because it's just going to make Lightning a lot more powerful. However, Wash Away will save a presence here. We're actually going to lose quite a lot of presence over here, I realise now. More maybe than I want to in an ideal world. We do have Resilience, so we can really start cleaning up. We can clean up Blight fairly easily. I think powering up Lightning is just that bit more important. But I think you could make a call for. The trouble is I'd lose my targeting over here. That doesn't feel that nice. Maybe I'll actually clear this land rather than this one. In that case, maybe I should clear this land. Clear this land, push from this land, let this presence go. That might be better, you know. Clear that land. Push from this land. I really want to do this gifting, but I think can we gift next turn? I mean, Lightning's probably going to reclaim next turn. Though this is the funny thing with Prussia. You have this like turn off after the double. It always feels like, I can relax now. Although it's not going to feel like that at all because we've got this to deal with. I think Lightning does need to power up. Well, this is going to be a short playthrough. Well, it's not going to be a short playthrough because it's a Two-Spirit playthrough. I think I'm going to go with the Gift of Power route. So it's going to be messy. So we're going to Lightning's Boon there. I just like to do the things that don't require thought first so that they're not sat there in my head. So there's only one place Quicken makes any sense at all. Interesting, you can use it kind of in combo with Massive Flooding to destroy basically anything as well, but that's not why I have it. So this area is sorted. Yeah, shame there aren't more Dahan in there. Okay, so I kind of feel like losing all of my presence over here would be ill-advised. Especially as the island is about to blight. Ill-advised. So there's all these. There aren't actually many sand ravages. We're okay for sand ravages, but there are enough. Okay, so not going to gift a power in the fast phase. That's a waste. So where do we actually want to protect? I think I'm going to go with this in here. It's very messy, but this Dahan's going to die anyway. So they could die over here instead of over here. It's pretty messy. And then we've got the massive flooding. I think maybe, although this is a city, I mean, I'm going to lose a presence in both of these. But this here would be my only presence on this on this area. And I think actually I could kind of go this way. And here lightning's kind of got it covered, I think. Well, not really, but and then I could just use the flash floods. We're going to get a fear card. We might get lucky. So I think I'm just going to contradict what I was just saying there. We're nowhere near a new flash, a new fear card. We're not going to get near a fear card, but we do already have one. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, she. If I just do this, it does clear that, and then I can flash floods and maybe do something else. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So a bit of a weird one. I might regret it. So there is a chance that we'll get rescued by the fear card that we have. It's only a level 1 fear card, so unlikely. Defend 1 per Dahan. Okay, well that's a silver lining, because that's actually just taking care of that. All right, so we've got the fight back here, and we don't have anything to do in the slow phase, so there's no reason to assign. So yeah, we'll go for the city because that's mildly awkward, but we're not going to have any extra damage anywhere. So we'll just get the Explorer. Okay, well that's another fear card, but the island is blighted and we've got the worst option. Lightning especially does not want to be losing cards. Okay, and then we're going to have jungle ravages. So we've got, but it does feel like a breather after that double. I mean, coastal lands, it's kind of not very breathy, but all right. So we really want fire. That's our priority, because if we're going to start using this level of our name, we need a little bit more fire in our life. Gift of Constancy is a wonderful card. Look at it, beautiful. But it's also really good for this particular spirit because it helps recycle useful cards. And this turn, we probably want to reclaim. I think we almost certainly do want to reclaim. Yeah. This is kind of on brand. If we reclaim, then we should be able to start using destroying cities. Yeah. There is going to be blight everywhere, but this extra 2 damage could work pretty well, kind of in conjunction with what River's doing. Constancy though. It's constancy, damn it. Damn it, Jim. There's going to be blight everywhere very soon. I think because we can actually we're going to have 5 plays. We can trigger our innate just with our start cards, and because we are playing multi-spirit, Lightning's Boon is also a valuable card to play. They're all valuable. It's just they're a bit expensive. I need 6 energy to play all my start cards. I think Constancy's the one, even though it's not got the element we want. So making some slightly odd choices here. Hopefully I won't regret them. Okay, so we have 4 Ravages. All the Ravages need some form of attention. We're gonna, if we don't deal with these Ravages, we are lost, I think. Because two of them have already got blights in, so I think this is a reclaim, and I mean we've got lots of energy, but I think we want to go with a minor power because we've got 5 plays. Okay, so we're not getting the ideal elements here. I might sit on this decision and just put this behind my face. And with River, so Call to 10 could be pretty nice actually. Yeah, this is Visions is probably the one to go with, but Call to Tend I think has got some value too. All right, so river. So if I place a presence in here, it will be a sacred site. I can actually yoink. If I use Nature's Resilience, I could yoink this blight from underneath there. That's an overflow dealt with. Just yoink it out. If I'm made fast, I can push from this land into this land here, which I think is going to become Coastal Deathland. So I think this is, we delay the reclaim. We're going to, I think, gain a minor power card. And then we could reclaim Gift of Power with our reclaim 1. Though if Lightning's going to play 5 cards, we might actually want to reclaim something else. But we're going to gain I think we're going to gain a minor power card and get our 5th play. Yeah. Okay, so perfect. Well, near perfect elements here with the sun and the water from the point of view of playing our innate. Though we're now going to be up to 5 actions, so we're going to have a bit more flexibility. We do have Nature's Resilience, which likes having water, but it doesn't provide elements we want. So, well, we do want a mountain. So this is, yeah, I think this is a good fit. Steam Vents is also pretty good. It's actually better for lightning because it's got the fire air thing going on. I'm almost certainly going to be Uncanny Melting. I think Blight Removal is going to have a good role here. We've already got Blight in 3 sands. So yeah, I think Uncanny Melting is good. So it's going to be a bit of a weird Blight Removal turn, I suppose. Just going to be one of those kinds of turns. We've even got our tier 1 innate, which I like. Okay, so we've already got some pretty impressive blight removal going with river. So lightning maybe can just go with something that's a bit more violent. A bit like a bit of town pushing. Everyone loves town pushing. I mean, the fire thing is kind of important. Actually, we do have this fire card as well. I don't think there's anything here that's particularly useful from a pure utility point of view. We've already got 2 blight removal cards going on up there. Call to Tend is pretty nice with having a big defend card like this, especially as we can do it fast. But we can already do that. I think we go with Visions here, just to try and trigger higher levels of our innates. Okay, and then River is going to place their 5th. So the energy is also kind of tempting, but this is going to, especially as we've got this super useful card that would fit in our kind of extra slot. Potentially. Yeah. So, where do we put this? Yeah, we put it in here. That's where we put it. And yeah, this is the big decision. So if am I playing 5 cards with? I'm actually just going to undo that and come back to this, and just plan out Lightning's turn. I think it's going to be awkward to undo, so I'm just not going to do that. Okay, so we want to destroy this town in here. We want to yoink this presence in here, and we've got a really nice turn with River here of yoinking this blight out with Nature's Resilience, and maybe putting a blight from somewhere else. We can wash away in the fast phase to protect this area here, or this area here. All right, so if lightning destroys a couple of towns, River yoinks, and then about the builds, kind of being a bit Ravage focused. But and then we've got extra actions to do other stuff. So River is going to be just removing blight and yoinking. So I think this is a pretty. So we've basically got this yoink and then that yoink. Right. So lightning, get the constancy out. The important stuff. There's this too. Yeah. So but we need to make sure that we are. Actually, we don't. Yeah, we want to make wash away quick. We could even constancy boon, like this boon actually. We want to shatter homesteads and dreams. And we probably want to avoid Raging Storm if we can. Maybe Visions here. So we've actually got a city destruction. does this change anything much? All of our incoming ravages are actually in there. There are no cities present. They're all kind of little town kind of ravages. Visions of Fiery Doom we can actually use to push a town. So let's see, is that relevant? There is this one town we could push, but then there's still an explorer in there. Still a flippin' explorer. So I think we probably won't be destroying a city. Probably not. Because we've got other things we want to destroy. And because it's a jungle ravage, if it was a ravage in sand or wetland, I'd be more inclined to let it go because we can just clean up afterwards. Thinking about it, we're not. If we just clean up some sand, that'll kind of counterbalance it. So maybe we do just go after a city somewhere. The thing is, aside from this land here, so yeah, we could yoink out of this land, let this one blight, remove blight from somewhere else, and just destroy a city somewhere. Like maybe in here. Though this would be a candidate for river next turn, potentially. So maybe destroy the city somewhere else, like over here. Okay, alright, so river is going to place a presence in here. And river is going to... The trouble I have is that if I... This is not a good turn for lightning next turn, actually. So I probably want to put some powers back on the shelf. Because the city build isn't that useful. The city destruction isn't that useful. Oh, we've got constancy though. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh no. Okay, let's stop. Let's stop messing around. We will go with Gift of Power because the Gift of Power, the constancy, will combine to mean that lightning has a nice turn next turn. Okay, and we are going to play all of these, and we should even get a little bit of RNA, just a little squeeze of it. Yeah, bit. So it's a bit of a spammy one. We're probably going to constancy on ourselves because lightning is going to reclaim, but actually lightning could, river could do with the energy. That's the truth, Jim. You know, you may not want to accept it. Okay, so we'll give river the ability to act fast. I think this might just get let go. This yoink is a bit more pressing. Though, if we just destroy the town... Oh, actually, the push here solves a slightly more awkward problem, and then just the town destruction there works. So I think we destroy the town in there. So it is a waste. That could have been a city destroyed, but... Oh, we've got this push too. Well, fine. We'll push into there. And the wash away... So there is going to be a big coastal build. Maybe we'll push into here and smash this next turn. The reason coast is nice is because we do get the extra damage on flash floods. So yeah, let's do that. Sometimes it is just easier to do stuff rather than plan it all out, especially when you're getting this much stuff going on. So we'll remove the blight from there. So that's nice. And so there's a ravage in there. I've actually done this in the wrong order. But I'm not going to undo it because it's... Oh, I can't actually reach over there. Okay, peasant. So we will just use the harbingers to gain some fear somewhere. This might be another... this would be a good thing to quicken the Earth's struggles next turn. So I'm actually just going to push this pair of Johan. Actually, maybe this pair. They're not really doing anything. Oops. I'm going to push this pair of Johan into here for the counterattack. And then shatter homesteads. So our jungles are just fine, apart from this one. And I think I'm going to just let that be gross, especially now we have blight removal. It can just be gross. We're just going to play this for the fear, I think, rather than for pushing, because I don't want to push anyone out of there. I think that's a good death land. So I'm just going to do that for the fear there. We've got the Shatter Homestead, so I'm kind of letting these 3 lands build up. That is kind of feels like too many lands to let build up. I'm going to destroy this town after the Ravage. Okay, so Gift of Constancy. I'm going to give it to... This actually, I could give this to either spirit, and it would be a good thing to do, because Lightning's kind of broke because they've not played any of their energy stuff. And next turn they're only going to have 3 energy. They'll get +1 on the reclaim, which is enough to trigger their innate. Actually, yeah, I think yeah, we'll make Lightning good, because yeah, if River triggers their innate, then they are still pretty nice, and we'll keep the Shatter Homesteads. Oof, felt a bit convoluted. All right, so now we've got to do stuff, and it's almost certainly going to be. We're almost certainly going to be losing presence here. So we'll lose this one there. And River now is also going to destroy presence from somewhere that doesn't matter. So probably here. Let's lose it from there. Okay. Defend in all lands with presence. Okay, so that blight went down, but that was intended. I feel like I've not done enough planning for the coastal land, but I also thought I'd spent too much time thinking. We'll put this town in here because it's closer to this kind of fun land. And so the trouble with placing in here is that this is about to Ravage. This bit is slightly confusing, so I'm not going to place it in there, because we're going to have, with coastal Ravages, we're going to have enough on our plate without adding extra things to our plate. So I'll put it somewhere that's not a sand and is next to a Deathland. Let's put it in there, and then they'll shift across. So yeah, okay, so Shatter Homesteads. So, Coastal Ravages next turn. So, that one's fine. This one I can just... Oh, I don't think I've got the range. Oh, I do have the range. Oh yeah, I do have the range. I'm just going to solve this problem, and that's 1 less Ravage to think about next turn. Okay, we've also got Gift of Power. Let's do that now. Purifying Flame has the perfect elements. Yet more Blight removal. But that's okay. The perfect elements are actually quite important, because they mean that I might be destroying multiple buildings. I love Rain of Blood, but I don't think it's the pick here. I love Rain of Blood. I love it. It's my favourite. So, priority would be removing Blight from a coast... I mean, removing this Blight here... Oh, we don't have targeting there. Damn it, game. That would have been a nicer place to remove Blight from. So, I am planning to defend in here. I don't think anything's going to change that plan. So actually, this isn't a high priority. This is, wait, 3, 5. This is exactly 10 health of invaders, so 10 damage. So the Quicken will defend there. So I'm just going to remove a Blight from somewhere where I can remove Blight from. So let's remove it from here. Okay. So I can reclaim something here with Constancy. We're going to have Fire, Air, Fire, Air, Fire. So if I reclaim one of my Fire, Air cards, I think it's going to be Boon, because I want to make River's ability fast. So yeah, just gonna do it. We're gonna mess around. Okay, so got the 4 plays, and I can get up to 6 plays this turn. Yeah, I think that's the call, because we're going to have, yeah, we've got lots of energy. We've got constancy. We go to 6 plays. And just a little thing called Living the Dream. So let's make a Sacred Site in here, so I could target up here soonish. Maybe. It's reasonable. Yeah, and I think we just play all of these. We should have the city destruction now. Yeah, we've got the city destruction. So that actually doesn't Oh, I suppose it means we can deal with this land here-ish. No, it doesn't. Because we need to deal with the town as well. Okay, well, we're not dealing with the town as well. River is going to reclaim. They will have 3 energy here. It just doesn't give the +1 energy straight away. And again, another minor power. Nice, useful 0 cost. Reaching grasp is potentially very useful. This has the perfect elements for our innate. Because that mountain's actually not... that can be awkward. I mean, luckily I've got Gift of Power, so it's not actually that important. Drought is actually just so powerful. But we're low on energy, so the priority is going to be being 0 cost, and reaching grasp is 0 cost, I think. Well, I know it's 0 cost, but I think this is the call, because I can even use it on lightning to just improve lightning's abilities. Okay, so we're going to defend in here with quicken. We've got a city destruction, but that's not enough. I mean, if we destroy in there and then maybe push out of there, we can maybe just wreck this land with river. Okay, let's build towards that. So we need to actually use some of these energy powers because river's just a bit broke. Hopefully we'll skip the reclaim this time. So in order to skip the reclaim, we probably want to not play more than 3 of our cards that have sunshine on. Flash Floods is expensive though, but the Flash Floods will enable destroying a city. You see, that's the crucial thing. Multiple cities. Actually, we don't have multiple cities. But, I mean, it will enable destroying a city. So yeah, we're already at our innate there. The wash away is super handy. We can use that to mean that we don't really have too many big problems this turn. So we'll fast phase massive flooding in one of these lands. Oh, we could destroy the city in here with lightning, then push the town, and then wreck all that. Defend in there. Maybe this one takes the hit. Okay, so do the. It's just me just gonna conserve limited mental resources. Why the hell did I go? Oh, Raging Storm was just the only thing I had in my hand. That's why I went Raging Storm. Like, what the hell did I do that for? What are you thinking, peasant? Okay, so we'll destroy the city. And we are definitely defending in there. Okay, and then we've got Purifying Flame potential. We'll do that in the slow phase and clean that up. We actually can use it for damage, but we're not going to. Alright, so it turns out that Lightning now has loads of energy. I might even think about going into Major soon. Might even think about it. We can actually bring... we could just breed some Dahan in here to clear this land on the Ravage. I quite like that, especially as there's going to be a desert build after this Ravage. So there's currently 10 health, so I just need one extra Dahan in there to clear that. That would be using a fast thing. We definitely want to be fasting our... That might just be a luxury. I think actually the priority here is clearing this. So maybe I'll stop talking about that. Stop talking about it. We'll push this lot into here, and then we can flash floods in here. I've just realised something. I actually don't have a sacred site adjacent to this. Oopsie. So I'm going to have to clear up here instead. Well, that's awkward. It's also kind of fine. We've got loads of... we're going to lose extra presence, though, which I don't like. Oh, crikey. How deep into the undos do we go? Where did I place my last river presence? Because I did actually place a presence with the river. See, I did ask the devs to add a undo to start of turn button. I thought that would be useful, because this is a lot of clicking. It's not going to let me undo beyond this. Fine. Okay. So damn it. Oh yeah, I don't have a presence place for this turn. This turn is immutable. It's immutable. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay, so we're going to clear in here instead. Damn it, Janet. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Oh yeah, we're low on energy. Okay. Oh well, we'll clear this and then we'll have a bit of a blight issue over here. But we still make the blight land. Or wait a second, we could just yoink. We could not wash away, but then the blight goes down here anyway. Yeah, I'm sure there actually is a better way of doing this turn, but I just don't know what it is. Maybe we set we set for a major next turn. That's the for me is the frustration of playing multi-spirit is that I often know there's a way of doing what I want, and I don't always want to spend all that time trying to figure it out. Okay, so we'll destroy this city. So we'll basically do what we were going to do before. We'll just pile this lot up. And we will defend in here. Purifying Flame is no good. So we could do a very expensive build prevent somewhere. Actually, this is the only place we can do it. And let's just remove a blight from this one here. I suppose that's the one that's most suppressing. So remove that blight. Okay, so blighted island phase. Oh, I can just lose this presence anyway. That's fine. That presence isn't really doing anything because there's going to be a blight overflow here anyway. So I've just made a nice corridor for that. We'll keep this presence here, I suppose. Actually, no, maybe not. Does it serve a purpose? It probably does serve a purpose that I just not noticing right now. This actually is more... Yeah, let's just get rid of that one. I mean, River can deal with this land when it comes up. Invaders do not build in lands with cities. Coastal Ravage. So we've got the good news. We'll do that first and we'll get the buildings. It's a nice batch of it. Finally into Terra 2, my lord. Alright, and there's this one, and that is a overflow. Mountain wetland. So the jungle not showing up, but we can just deal with that horrible land when we have to. This is, yeah, we'll get good value when we destroy everything ever in there next turn. So... I think we still got some nice things we could have. I think I'm going to go with a major next turn. So just giving Lightning a few more options is going to be things to possibly discard. This has perfect elements, so well, almost perfect. Just the water would make it even more perfect. Might be time for Lightning to actually return the favor for River, because River's kind of broke with the gift. But actually, no. We really want the fire and air. Call to Migrate also is fire and air. Hold your horses. Hold your horses, peasant. It's also fire and air. Lure of the Unknown is cheap, I suppose. Which does have some use. It has lots of elements. If I'm going to go major, I might get these elements. I might get... Call to Migrate. So I've got the one defend card. I'm not really placing much presence now. So let's go with Lure of the Unknown. No, we have to go Lure of the Unknown for the elements. Okay, and then River's Bounty. We can bring some Dahan somewhere. Well, there's a lot of Dahan over there. I think I'm just going to bring some Dahan into here, just because these guys are kind of, they're a bit. I don't need 6 Dahan in there. Okay, so it's back to that time. So the Desert Ravages again. I can defend So I think I'm going to reclaim Gain a Major because we've got such a large amount of power, and this is an unusual luxury. So it certainly feels like one for me. Power Storm. Oh no, the Wombo has begun. So this has the perfect elements and it's Power Storm and oh well, this is the pick. I don't think this. I mean, these other ones could be good, but this is invariably going to be better because I can repeat multiples of these powers. So Shatter Homesteads is probably the thing I'm mainly going to be repeating. So maybe it's not that good. I mean, yeah, well, I'm taking it anyway. Good or not so good. So in the thinking about power storming, there might be some cards that we're less keen on keeping. Expensive cards that are expensive are less valuable. But actually, I think I'm gonna get rid of. I'm just gonna get rid of my face. Where are you? No, there you are. I'm gonna get rid of Visions of Fiery Doom because yeah, we're gonna get better stuff than that. Okay, so we should be the Wombo combos will begin from now on. We don't have anything that's super amazing to repeat right now, but we will just get a lot of our destructive potential. Like if I just click on things that have air and fire for a start, we've still got one more play. I mean, this is such a ridiculous spirit, really. We definitely almost certainly going to want to be using Quicken. So what have we got there? Thundering Destruction. We can destroy a city and a town. That's pretty nice. And we can do it in the slow phase if we want. So we could just, deal with this land. Well, apart from that Explorer. Damn it. Okay, we could just deal with this land with our innate. And we can, do other stuff. So that's some variant of this is what I'm going to be doing. Oh yeah, we don't actually have the Power Storm combo. I probably need to put Purifying Flame in there somewhere. And actually we're missing water from the point of view of our Thundering Destruction. Because we've got the fire, we're just missing the water. It's a slightly awkward one. Let's replace Harbingers with Purifying Flame. So now we have the Power Storm. Okay. So River's going to have to do something pretty exciting to match that. And it would be nice to use Gift of Destruction. I actually don't need this much fire. Gift of Constancy, because I lack the water to destroy multiple buildings. So probably could replace. The thing is, I need the water to destroy 2 buildings, so I need to keep Raging Storm. Raging Storm's like the bane of my life. Damn it, Raging Storm. And everything else feels kind of. It's weird having six powers and feeling not very flexible. But there it is. So yeah, we can innate to destroy in there, defend in there. Okay, it's looking reasonable. River, I think, just wants to trigger their innate, which is, that's just how River is. Could gain a minor, gain a minor power, and hopefully gain a water power. But then we're not actually triggering our innate. We want to be triggering our innate. I think that's the truth. We could actually start giving ourselves minor powers at this point, though, rather than giving them all to Lightning. Lightning's had enough now. Sap is pretty good. Sap is pretty nice, and it has the water on it. But Gnawing Root Biters, we've got the 5 plays. We can actually use this to maximize our destructive shenanigans. And it's cheap. Cheap's important. Actually, cheap. We'll go with the defend card. I think that's actually more useful because River doesn't have any defend cards. Okay, so we want to trigger our innate. So to do that, we kind of need the extra damage. I mean, I could do the extra damage with Raging Storm, actually. And we're going to allow this build and then wreck this land this turn, I think. There's no Ravages that I'm that worried about. So, alright, let's do this. So, we need Boon of Vigor, otherwise lightning's going to be sad. Be a sad little lightning person. So we don't need to use Flash Floods, and we are kind of broke. Wash Away is super awesome, so we always want to use that if we can. So River's Bounty is kind of cool too. Nature's Resilience is nice. So we are one... What are we missing? We are just... Oh, there is actually this handy little chart here. I never think to look over here. We're just missing a Sunshine. So we'll go with Uncanny Melting. This is going to be a horribly clean island. And yeah, I think we're going to trash this land this turn. And then the other stuff we'll think about. Because actually, it would be good to push... Actually, we could wash away this stuff into here. So I don't think we're going to fast phase... I don't think we're going to do massive flooding in the fast phase this turn. I don't think we are. So let's do the obvious stuff first. So that's an obvious one. I mean, we could defend in there and remove the blight and let the Johan kind of take the hit, but just allow me this little bit of sentimentality. Okay, I think I'm going to use my Nate in here for this task. So that'll clear on the Ravage. And then we've got the Purifying Flame, which we don't need. We'll just... I don't think it matters too much. I think we'll remove this because this is a slightly... We've always got this Quicken ability in there. Raging Storm, I'm going to use in conjunction with River's Massive Flooding in here. So I'm not going to use it now. I've completely forgotten to use Power Storm as well, by the way. By the way... And then we've got this land up here. So that's staying to the slow. Lightning's Boon. That's what played there. Boon of Vigor, we're definitely going to be playing there. I mean, actually, just giving River this energy is going to be pretty nice. River's going to be pretty happy with that. And they'll be able to repeat 3 of their power cards. We can do a lot of washing with that. Yeah, let's give River the glory for once. Oh, actually, I'm not going to do that first. I'm just going to do everything once. So we've got the innate. We're going to do that in the slow phase, but we could just do it in the fast phase and then do this next turn in the fast phase. I don't think it matters actually. I think I'm thinking too hard now. Thinking too hard, damn it. So yeah, I'm thinking too hard. So I'm gonna push them into there, prevent that build, and then I'm going to... So that's one fast action. We'll definitely do that in the slow phase, and then we've got... We could just do this in the fast phase, you know. We could even push this town in. I just have this I always have the suspicion in Multi-Spirit that I could have won days ago. Could have won before I even started. It haunts me. Okay, let's do this in the fast. We may as well. We've got that ability. Except, I can't actually get in there with Raging Storm. So I'm not got any presence up there. Never mind. Alright, so we will keep on with killing this in the slow phase. I've already washed away once. So there's going to be a build here, so I'll wash away in the slow phase as well. So we could still do some of these things. So I'm going to just give the Power Storm now. And we're going to do that in the slow phase. We've got a Shatter Homesteads. I don't think it matters especially. This is now too big. It's too big. we're not going to get a fear card before the fast phase, are we? I suppose if we uncanny melting and shatter homesteads, that's 3 fear. That is 3 fear. So it could... Oh well, let's just do it. I think it's fine. It's fine. So that's the melting. Mountain. I think we do save this actually. Way more useful to do next turn. Okay, so memory fading to dust. So we don't need this many sacred sites around here. We just don't need them. This is the one sacred site that we have been making a lot of use of all game. But yeah, let's get rid of this this presence here, I think. And river is we almost could be forgetting powers here. I mean, I think I'm going to forget power. This is the nice thing about having gift of power. Let's forget. Oh, it could be brave and forget flash floods. Let's be brave. I'm just going to be brave and forget flash floods. Each player may gather one explorer into a land with buildings, or gather a town into land with cities. Well, explorer into a land with buildings, or a town into land with cities. Well, we could just bring this one in for the future. So we'll gather this town in. And we could prevent this build in here. These aren't really doing anything for us. So yeah, let's just prevent this build. We have a sand ravage. We have some blight in there, but that's just fine. That's just how I like it. Getting anxious. I'm not playing against England. I don't have to worry about this this English infestation. All right, so we've got the massive flooding now. I've actually used all my power storms. Oh damn it! For some reason I thought I'd have washaways now with power storm. I must have miscounted. Oh well. So well. It's not that. It doesn't matter. We can still do the business in here. So we could do that. Oh Jesus! I don't have the targeting peasant. Peasant, will you just get some targeting in your life? Oh God, the pain. Feel the pain of being me sometimes. Just, well, this is a very imperfect run. They can't all be perfect, right? If they were all perfect, I don't know. If they were all perfect, it would just be better. So sorry. I'm sorry, they're not perfect. Let's just breeze some down here. Gift of power, I think we're going to do on ourselves. And steam vents. Ah, that's the power that this character wants. Not so much for river. We'll go. I guess we will still go with steam vents. We do have repeats. Oh, is it? Oh, because I made it a fast phase power, it's not letting me do it in a slow phase. Okay, so I have at least I've learned something from all this. At least I've learned something. But yeah, slightly frustrating. Never mind. Never mind. Plow on. Let's just give ourselves more powers. Rouse the trees and stones is actually going to be pretty nice. Except our big lands almost all have blight in. Let's just go with more blight removal. And we've got yet more Rivers Bounty. This is record-breaking numbers of Johan. Okay, so lots of misplays in that round. Let's try and redeem ourselves in this one. So we have let's actually can I trigger my innate here? No, I can't because I don't have the sunshine. So I'm not going to have the targeting in here to deal with this in the intended manner. Just check that. Yeah, I definitely need 3 sunshine to get that innate. So that's not an option. This is going to blight and it's going to cascade. So I just need to make sure not to place any presence in here. And I probably need to do something about this space here too. We do have our reclaim 1 spot. So if I gained a power card and gained a yellow power card, maybe I could place a presence in there. I think I'm going to do it. Well, it's the sloppiest playthrough I think I've done for a while. There, oh, we didn't even get the sunshine. It's just going from slop to slop. Very sloppy. Very sloppy indeed. Well, I don't pick Call of the Hanways in my less sloppy playthroughs, so I guess today is the day. Can we actually do something about this? I probably should have gained a major there. Possibly. Okay, let's look at what Lightning's doing. Can Lightning redeem the slop fest that this run has become? The slop. I think Lightning can actually redeem some of this slop as it happens. But it's just that the misery of Lightning is the fact you can't gain without reclaiming. Yeah, I mean, this is a rancid collection of cards. Let's reclaim and gain a major. It's just slop out completely. Indomitable claim, you say? I love this card. I love this card with all my being. Well, it does solve this problem. So in itself, that's pretty good. We even have the mountains to start making fear with indomitable claim. Okay, fine. Let's become a monster. The other cards could have some value, maybe. I mean, this actually has fire and water, which is kind of unusual combo. And this is a card that I hardly... Oops! It's a card I hardly ever use. I'm not sure I've ever used this, actually. In the digital version. I think I have used it in the physical version. I mean, fire, water, and beasts. We're not really likely to get this threshold. I mean... Nothing compares to Indomitable Claim. To an Indomitable Claim in all its glory. And it is glory. Is it time to get rid of Raging Storm? Well, probably not. Shatter Homesteads. Maybe Purifying Flame. Yeah, maybe Purifying Flame. Got so much Flip and Blight removal. Okay, so... actually, Purifying Flame basically enables... It enables Power Storm, doesn't it? Oh. Oh. Okay, so maybe we get rid of Harbinger. Oh, we just misclick. It's very small, okay? Okay, that one there. Click. Yeah, gotcha. Okay. So, we are switching tack now into combo territory. So we just need a mountain to get the threshold on here. We don't always want the threshold, actually, because it does prevent the fight back, because it just completely cancels the Ravage if you get the threshold. But at least it's going to mean that we're actually making some progress. And we'll be becoming very, very powerful very quickly. Not that we needed to become any more powerful, but it's going to hopefully also... It's a shame with Intimate... I know that Intimate Claim is already amazing, but it's always like, oh, I wish I could give that power to other people. But no. Okay, so we're going to... Oh, there's no point in Lightning's Boon, because we can't actually use... We don't get the threshold in this gloriously sloppy run. What do we want to be power storming here? Probably the claim. Probably the constancy. Crikey. It's pretty serious stuff here. We do need to claim in there. I don't think I've even got my... yeah, if I play something like Shatter, I should at least get a town destruction. Or a city destruction, okay. I'm pretty sure that's going to be okay. I feel like I've committed to the slop now on this run. Very sloppy. Okay, so we have mountain and wetlands. So that's fine, that's fine. That's not so fine. I mean, that's the thing, right? If without Lightning's Boon, I kind of have to... Actually, I need Purifying Flame for the Power Storm. I mean, we could just solve all these problems with Indomitable Claim. I suppose we could place in here and in here. Oh, this is more challenging. And River's not completely defenseless in all this. And River really, really, really wants a presence in here. So I'm going to just do that. And we probably want a Vigor to give Lightning the energy to do all this idiocy again. Probably, though Wash Away in the slow isn't going to be super useful. I think that's what I'm going to go with. It's that thing of realizing that I've played so sloppily that I could just relax now. Might not even put it anywhere. Just like, nah, I'm just chilling, playing my favorite game. So we could just defend in there. We can Indomitable Claim in here. There is a Mountain Ravage as well that I'm just kind of blissfully ignoring. We can Steam Vents in there, prevent that build. We've actually got lots of energy for a change. We can defend in there. We don't have fast phase stuff this turn, so Call of Dahan Ways always feels a bit rank without the moon. Reaching Grasp actually Reaching Grasp means we could cheese our way over here. Oh no, we're already over here. What's going on, peasant? What's going on? You've forgotten how to think, possibly. Okay, yeah, Reaching Grasp will get us a slightly higher tier on RNA. Okay, fine. Right. It's the shabbiest run yet. But we do have some Wombo, so that will make up for the shabs. These are pretty shabs. Very shabs. So I got 3 repeats of cards. It's going to be Claim, Constancy, and maybe... Oh, I'm not going to have the energy to play Claim again. Okay, so we're definitely Indomitable Claiming in here. Okay, lovely. And oh yeah, we can Boon of Vigor. So we're gonna Boon of Vigor on Lightning. Okay, so I can claim multiple times now. And if we Reaching Grasp, I can actually defend in there. Actually, I could use Quicken. Okay, so let's Quicken in there. Defend 10. So that's the wetlands sorted, apart from this one. We could Indomitable Claim in there. Or we could even just use this. We are going to want to Indomitable Claim somewhere else, though, as well. We could prevent a build with Indomitable Claim. It does seem a bit wild. Let's Indomitable Claim in there. And we can actually Struggles in there, and I'm going to be sentimental and defend the Dahan rather than... Oh no, I need to defend the presence. Damn it, Jim. Damn it, Jim. Okay, we could Steam Vents. Oh, we've got the Resilience as well. There, we have an Embarrassment of Riches. We can Steam Vents in here, and we can... We've also got City Destruction. So we've got the Steam Vents. Oh, actually, we could have just sapped. Let's just sap. Sap the Strength of Multitudes. And we can Nature's Resilience in there. And what else have we got to do? We've got Homesteads to shatter. Where are we with Thunder Destruction? We could destroy a town, a city, and a town. There is this Ravage here, but we're going to have to do more than destroy the building because there are 2 things. We could Quicken in there. We could Quicken in there. Oops, I just misclicked. Gotta love these misclicks. Okay, so Purifying Flame. I feel like I'm just completely lost track of how many actions I've got as well. We'll get rid of this. Get rid of that Blight. This island is horrifyingly healthy. And Town Destruction. We'll do some town destruction in the slow phase. Gift of Constancy. We could... Okay, River is going to be reclaiming next turn. Are they actually going to want more energy? Probably not, actually. Maybe we could give... Let's Constancy and just give River some energy. Poor River, got no energy. And we'll do that in the slow phase. I could repeat my Power Storm. Is that right? So I could play it on River too? Oh, jeez. That's... I'm not actually going to do that because it will mean that I have less energy for next turn. So I'm actually not going to do that. But I could see how, there's obviously all kinds of combo potential here. That's probably just sailing, just passing me by. How many repeats have I got left on my Power Storm? Well, it's at least one because that's still flashing. I think we finished there. Okay, all right. So yeah, this. So I did have someone asking about how many spirits I prefer to play with, and this is sometimes what happens with multiple spirits. My brain just it's just a bit too much. My poor little peasant brain. So okay, now that we're indomitable claiming, we've got presents everywhere that we don't care about, so we can get rid of one of them. And for River actually is a little light on presents, but we do have one in there that's not super important. Okay. Each player removes a town or an explorer from a coastal land. Well, let's prevent this build. And let's remove this town. Oh, Scapegoats. This is the only fear card that I know, that I kind of think, oh, that's the one I know the name of. Because it can have such a huge impact, especially at Terror level 3. Terror 2, it kind of does some stuff, but not huge, not a lot, really. Okay, so we do have massive flooding, but it's only kind of medium-sized flooding, really. And I've actually got some stuff to do. What did we get? Jungle and wetland. And we've just got building destruction to do. And I think possible multiple numbers of shatter homesteads. So if we destroy this town, then we don't have to worry about that land next turn. This is a good candidate for River to wreck next turn. It's a very good... This is the best candidate for River to wreck. And they even have presence next to it. Let's see if I flub that. Okay, so I do have a repeat on homesteads. So we could do that over here. And that kind of means we don't have to worry about that land. We do have a city destruction as well. So maybe just this random city that's in here would be a good candidate. Except I don't have... I do have targeting because of Reaching Grasp. Okay, this is yeah, not my most elegant... not my most elegant playthrough. And we have 2 damage and a push. So we could... Oh yeah, we could do 2 damage. And push towards this land here. Oh, we could push both of them. Okay. Alright, so Gift of Constancy time. We're reclaiming anyway, so I'm not going to waste precious brain resources on that. Oh. I'm not going to... Similarly, I'm going to reclaim with both, I think. We've got to that stage. Especially when you have Indomitable Claim, you're almost certainly going to be reclaiming. Wow, we've actually got hardly any energy. That's a sad fact. Okay, so yeah, we're definitely reclaiming with River, and we're going to blitz in there. And let's get a major. River, I very rarely get to gain majors with River. Probably because I don't play with them that often. Weird, that. Oh god, there's another very cool but kind of brain destroyer for me. That's to say, do you want to destroy your brain? I've even got fairly easy access to the threshold on it. Oh god. Oh god, this is the worst. The worst ever. Is it time for River's Bounty to move on? Maybe it is. Sap is pretty good. Actually, let's get rid of steam vents. It's just upsetting for lightning to see that river has steam vents. So let's treat them like the siblings that they are. I'm in the unusual position with this game of being so into it that I might even consider reading fan fiction, which is I've never gone that far with anything. So it's a new situation for me. Gift of living energy. Oh, these. I'm kind of looking at this and thinking, oh, I don't want to be thinking about moving to Hahn. I'm adult. There's no brain power here. Drift down. It just solves that problem. So let's just take something that solves something. All right. So I had no expectation that this particular combo was going to be so taxing for me. It's probably just a reflection on my condition today. Not in peak condition, I suppose. Uncanny melting. Do we even have any blight left to remove? There should be three. No, there should be 5 blight on the island. Where is it all? Oh, it's all in there. Well, that's very meltable. And we need at least 1 more sunshine. River's bouncy. We're kind of okay for energy now, and that reaching grasp is actually pretty useful. And Entwined Power needs 4 greens. That's so greedy, Entwined Power. Do I really want to be doing Entwined Power? I just realised that I could have gifted Steam Vents here to Lightning. Do I even have the brain power to engage with Entwined Power? I'm not sure I do. I'm not sure I do. Because the key... Yeah, I actually think that's a mistake. I think I'd be way better off just doing the good things. Doing the good things. Like washing away, getting the high tier, destroying this. So we're going to be using Raging Storm to finish off this land. We're going to do it all in the fast phase. We don't have targeting. Jesus Christ. Jesus. We can give ourselves targeting with Indomitable Claim. Okay. If we're going to Indomitable Claim, well, we may as well play this. And we want to defend up there and get our threshold. So we may as well do that. And then what else can we do? Well, we may as well play that because we can play it. Though actually in this case, does it do anything for us? We could use it to prevent a build. And yeah, kind of broke. Definitely needs to be Boon of Vigoring this turn. Are these the right combo? I think we could go with Bouncy, but I don't think so. We do have the threshold on claim. So I'm going to be thresholding to place in there to actually reckon there. Very convoluted. Okay. Right. So we Boon of Vigor on Lightning, who's broke. No wombos this turn. We're going to Indomitable Claim in here. Getting ourselves some lovely fear. And I might even want to, not sure who, I'm probably going to Constancy on myself this turn. Maybe. Drift down in here before I just forget about that jungle. We could of course have Reaching Grasp to deal with this situation, but it's okay. We're going to do... Oh, you absolute peanut. I've forgotten about the kind of quite an important part of the formula, which is making River able to act in the fast phase. Oh no. Is it going to let me go back? Okay, yeah, right. So we need Lightning's Boon. All right. We need Raging Storm. We don't actually need to place a presence in here, but I think it's still a good thing to do. Oh, but we don't have the energy if we go Lightning's Boon. Okay, fine. It's going to be a weird turn. Feels like this has been a succession of weird turns. Do we have... What's our thundering situation like? We've got... So a bit more fire. Definitely want more fire in our life. The town destruction. Okay, so we can destroy a city and a town. We can defend up here. Actually, just going to take a short break. Alright. I've returned, and I've realised that I've been... I didn't realise I'd been at this for an hour and a half. No wonder I was getting a bit frayed around the edges. So, I also realised that I'm against Prussia. I need to be careful that I don't run out of Explore cards. And lo and behold, there's only one more Explore card. So what does this mean? It means I've got 2 fast phases and 1 slow phase. And there's actually quite a lot of fear cards in the deck. Well, actually, there aren't that many. Oh, yeah, it's Prussia 4. Yeah, so not huge numbers. But my best chance is actually to win by destroying the cities. Destroying all the cities. Now, there are 2 cities in here, 2 cities in here. So I might have to rejig this turn. It's nice to come back with slightly fresher eyes. So if I do destroy these 2 cities, I only need 2 more. Sorry, if I destroy all 4 cities, that's the fear I need to get to Terror 3. Now, I think I should be able to do that. You know, I think that should be something I can aim for this turn. So, instead of just being tired all over the place, I'm going to try and make that happen. So, we need to... I mean, I could just be really tired. We definitely need the Lightning's Boon, right? Because our chance, breaking into Northern there, our chance is to destroy these two in the fast phase, and win right here, right now. Live in front of a studio audience. So how do we do that? We need to get to this tier of the innate. To do that, we definitely need Raging Storm. We also need... we also need lots of fire and air. So we've got this nice cheap fire and air here. This is also relatively cheap fire and air. And yeah, there probably are slightly more wombo ways we could do this as well, potentially. So we just need we need 1 more fire. Okay, so let's take the Shatter Homesteads. This is also more fear, but we don't need more fear. Okay, so we've got the double city destruction. Okay, the trouble is we're not in range, but if we use Reaching Grasp, then we will have the range to destroy these 2 in the fast phase. Okay, now we need to shift over, and then these. So Lightning's Boon up here to... so we just need to make sure we've got tier 3 of our innate. We don't care about Boon of Vigor anymore. We do need these sunshine icons though. So what do we need up here? We just need a mountain and a water basically. So we could go with Wash Away to do that. So that should do it. Except need to remember I need to Raging Storm in here to do the extra damage to these cities. That's crucial, but that should be it. Let's just be bold. Let's just press the finish button. So we need to Boon in here. We need to Raging Storm in here. We need to Massive Flooding in here. And we've got to the Terror 3. We need to Reaching Grasp. And then we need to Thundering Destruction here to destroy 2 cities. So 1 city, 2 cities. And that should be it. Okay, I've learned some things here. I need to, if I'm playing 2 spirits, I need to actually take some breaks. Because my brain can't handle it. Just solid. Okay, what I've actually learned about this matchup, the reason I did this is because Johan was asking about tips for this matchup, and I think I actually can say I haven't learned anything. Apart from that, I need to take breaks. Have I learned anything from this? I even got stuff that I recommended, like getting Gift of Power with River and using it on Lightning. I mean, I think this is a very powerful combo without anything particularly weird or unusual happening. This little Indomitable Claim Power Storm thing was a side quest. Yeah, so I probably will return to this matchup, to this team anyway at some point. Let me know how you feel about it in the comments. And thanks for being here. And if you like the video, like the video. All right, until next time, keep it spiritual. And apologies for that slightly shabby, just pre-end game. I'm just too tired apparently. So cheers. I'll catch you next time.